my incubation room, my current temporary setup, just to show you how everything's going and to kind of walk you through how I'm going to get set up for the next couple days when we're going to start hatching out some chicks. So this will be a little different than some of the other Kraemer lives, but just that we kind of talk about the process, show you candling eggs for those of you who may be interested in hatching out your own eggs or who are not familiar with the process. So we have 3 different incubators running. We have the Brinzy Ova Easy, and this is a very large brooding system. This is going to be a really nice one if you want to hatch out large eggs. So we have the goose eggs up on top here, and then we also have 2 different trays and levels of chicken eggs in here. We have a Vever coop, excuse me, not a coop, Vever incubator. This one holds up to 24 eggs in it. I have it almost full. There's, I think, 2 or 3 open spots in it. This one I have a mixture of different chicken eggs. And then this is the first incubator that we ever had, and it is a Keybonics, and I love this little incubator. We've had excellent hatch rates from it. It's a great little starter unit. It holds 12 eggs, and it's very, very easy to use when you're hatching out eggs. So this is the setup that I have. They're kind of on a little bit different of schedules. So the chicken eggs that are in the Vever coop and the 2 bottom rows in the Brinzy, those are due to hatch in just 2 days. So we're getting really, really close for them. So I'm going to be setting up their their brooders. These ones right here, I put these in just 2 days later, so they're just a little bit behind. They should be hatching out this weekend. And then chickens take 21 days. Geese take anywhere from 28 to 32 days. Most commonly, it's right about 30 days. And what I'm gonna do is, as you can see, I already have the bedding in here. And I'm going to be setting up 3 little brooders underneath the table here. And what we're gonna do, similar to how we've done when we had this room for other folks, is we are going to do something just like this for the bathroom. We're going to clip up a blanket, and that's gonna hold so there's no breeze, and it's gonna keep this room warmer. As you can see, we do have a little bit of plastic over the window. That serves 2 different purposes. One, just to kind of keep it a little darker in here because you do not want a lot of light on the eggs. And then we have this window over here with a little bit of a shade. And this will give me the opportunity so I won't need to put so many heat lamps in here, but we'll be able to keep those little baby chicks nice and warm, and they'll be separated out by the different breeds. So as we're hatching, these are all gonna be dark Brahmas, all 12 of these. And here there's a mixture of, we've got Americanas, we've got Rhode Island Reds, we've got cream leg bars, and then we also have back in the very back some more dark Brahmas. So these will be very easy to tell apart. So these can all go in one incubator. Excuse me, I keep interchanging the wrong words. They can go in one brooder together because I'll definitely be able to tell the difference between the chickens. And then one of these trays is all barnyard mix, so that tray will all go into one brooder on its own. And then with these ones, it's gonna be other variations, very similar to what I mentioned in here. So we'll have black Austerlorps, we'll have cream leg bars, Americanas, and Cochins. So those can all go together because I'll be able to tell those apart as well. And then the only thing I will do for the breeds that you can tell same day sex, or that are, you know, true to sex birds, meaning day 1 I can tell the difference male and female, I'll go ahead and separate those out if I have any orders, so that I'll be able to know the difference of how many males I have versus how many females I have. But that's gonna only be a fraction of the birds. Most of the birds that we have, you're gonna have to wait until they start feathering out. All right, so all of these incubators have an option to where This is how you candle them. So what you do is you actually stick the egg right on top here, and it's going to go ahead and show you whether or not the egg has movement, development, growth. And you do that typically around the 7 to 9 day mark. And then you can do it again after, you know, when you're a little bit closer to being able to hatch them out. And it's okay. Some people get so afraid to remove these tops. It's okay. Mamas go and eat, and they're going to leave the babies unattended for a little while. It's all right if you take the top off to candle them, as long as you don't leave the top off for extended periods of time. So you are able, you know, to take this off and go ahead and candle your eggs when you're doing that. So you'll see in here, and I already know that all of these are showing development and are fertile, but I was hoping you would be able to see, like you can see the veining and you can see all of the growth that's in there. Hopefully you can see all of that. So this is a very healthy chick. It's developing just as it should, and it's on track to hatch. And so you can do that along the way for all of the different eggs, just making very sure that you're very careful with them. But as you can see, you can actually see right in here the light. I don't know how well you can see this through the camera, but you can see all of the development in there. So that's how I know these are all healthy and they're doing good, and I'm expecting good hatch rates out of these groups. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you if you hadn't seen it before. These are a lot further along. I will try to make a video probably on the Kraemer life where it talks a lot more if you are interested in learning about incubating your own eggs, but what you should be seeing at like day 7 to know whether or not you should go ahead and remove some chickens, or if there are some eggs, or if they're okay to keep going. So that's kind of what I've been working on. I'll have all of this finished today. And then the last piece that we have is just as they're hatching out and getting all of them sold. So very excited. This is my first official batch of hatches with the new business. And I have quite a few pre-orders, and I have pre-orders for my next batch as well. So I'm really excited to see how many I hatch out and then how many of the orders I'm able to fill and what I have left with. Outside of that, Nate today has been working on ripping out more floors. He's been inside the house all day. His back is kind of bothering him, so he's doing some stretches in bed, and he's going to take it easy tonight. So I thought I would take over with today's video and just kind of help him out. And then, like I said, I was working most of the day. I do have 2 broody hens also. The Cochins and the Dark Brahmas are broody. So I went ahead and marked all the eggs that are going to be up in the coops, so I know which ones to remove and which ones to keep. They're only 2 days in because we cleared all of their eggs out, even though they've been sitting for longer than just the 2 days. I went ahead and gave them whatever was laid yesterday and today, and then outside of that, cleared everything else out. Weather's been rainy and kind of cold. It's been a little different. Not sure if y'all can see. This is little Betty Jane's out there, but very, very wet. It's been raining pretty much all day long. We've been having some pretty crazy windstorms. It's pretty calm right now, but it's definitely feeling like spring. Everything's greening up. The leaves are starting to get on the trees, and it's very, very wet. So, all right, with that, my lighting's probably horrible. Nate would be very mad, so I'll go ahead and edit this video because we don't have any lights in this room besides the incubators. So with that, take care. And let me know if you have any other questions or anything you'd like to see about the incubation and the brooding process. I'll be sure to start sharing some videos once they start hatching and how I'll set up the brooders, just in case you do have curiosities with that. But take care and see you tomorrow. Bye. Seven days left. It's on day 17. And this one I'm still figuring out. All right, take care, everyone. I guess one final thing, these are the brooders that I'm sanitizing right now and washing out. And what I need to make still is I'm going to make little tops for them so that they can have tops so they can't jump out. And then of course, so nothing can get inside of them, and we will have that room all closed up.